Welcome to Secrets to the Tarot Temple here at Spearit Vibes. This forecast is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and on the cusp. Please be mindful to bring paper and pencil and to support the temple by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Now let's prepare for your messages for the work week of September the 27th until October the 3rd. Please stay awake. Okay, Centaurs, men, child, welcome back to the temple. Here at Spearit Vibes, your home for spiritual elevation. I want to thank my newcomer who stepped up to the plate last night for personal elevation. Congratulations for making the temple your home. You will learn a lot, okay? I hope you all can appreciate the shorter version of the shorter intro. I'm going to try to tighten it up later. Just so that you know, I lost my mom unexpectedly Friday. It came as a shock, and I do have these emotional outbursts or breakdowns, so I'm going to try not to do that here, but I don't know what would trigger it. So if it does, at least you know why. And I didn't really feel like any of this today, but Source was like, it would be good for me to keep going. The work can't stop, and I know that because I'm preaching to myself. But it's kind of hard when you lose your mom. My sweetie pie left me. Got week late. Okay, so you're a week late. Is that your period, or your payment, your papers that you have to put in if you're a student? Something's a week late, or maybe you're going to start something a week later than you intended. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put that right there so you can see it. I hope that you had a chance to watch the premieres. Let's see, your fire elements of Leo was your leading spiritual, what do I want to call it? I'm coming up with new things, y'all. You know, that's the beauty of this. You can be so creative, but you have to teach yourself, your own shit. But the premieres is the totality of each element's spiritual guidance. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can refer to your element to get what you need to integrate your single message, with the other 8 zodiacs, if that's making sense, okay? So you have week late. Let's go ahead and see what this week late is about in terms of your work, money, and romance for some of you, okay? One thing I do love about my work is that it has an energy that makes you feel it's consoling, and it helps me think about you as opposed to me. But what I've noticed is that is things can just trigger me, and I don't know if you've ever lost your mom, but if you do, know that it does not matter. It does not matter what it was. God had a plan. If your mom was not in your life, it was a reason. She could not give you what you needed in this life. He designed your mom to go through those trials when he did, so that you could get the teacher that you needed. And I had to learn some of those things. And I hope that by my message, you can avoid it, because we don't know coming in the world. You know what I'm saying? But we find out so much at death. We are transformed by those passings. So, love your mom. I'm so glad I loved my mom, and I gave her flowers, and she may have not been perfect, but she was my mother. And I love and I'm grateful for what she did give me. Remember that. Your overall energy is the Lovers card reverse. And that's based on the Knight or King of Swords. I'm sorry. You can expect the High Priestess this week, stemming from the Four of Wands. Your outcome is the Ten of Wands. Conflict inner challenge and supportive energies. We'll get to that. Your underlying energy is Temperance. Gonna try this. Some of you one more again. No, I was like, we're gonna try this. Give it a try. I'm hearing I'm gonna call, I'm gonna subscribe, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna call, I'm gonna subscribe, I'm gonna give it a try. So that's three different things. So some's calling, some subscribing, some are giving something a try. And it's close to your heart, it's emotional to you, you know, it's close to your heart. I don't know if this has something to do with your business, your job, what you do. I don't know. You should. I see the overall energy is clearing the confusion, clearing getting an understanding of the dysfunct. Okay, there could be some dysfunct here. Clearing the air, getting an understanding. I don't know if this is with mates or clearing the air in your neighborhood with your neighbor. This could be with your siblings, this could be with a soulmate. It could be where there's a pair. Okay, so this is definitely the neighborhood card. This is at home. Okay, this is going on at home. So 9 out of 10, if this is business, you work from home. Okay, or this is a soulmate, a marriage, lovers, siblings, neighbors, clearing things up. This is clearing things up, getting an understanding. Overall, you can expect that this week, stemming from an invite or invitation. Maybe you're gonna get some clarity. Maybe maybe this is, I don't know, maybe this is your sibling. Somebody somewhere is inviting you. This is on the home front. This is the home front right here. Okay. Now your home front can also be online, y'all. We're in a new age now. You have to think differently. Your home front can be online as well. Okay. Stemming from an invitation. Stemming from an invite. This could be stemming from school, because this is an institution of learning as well. Everything's going to get cleared up, stemming from this invite, stemming from this welcome, stemming from this entry, because this is also an entry. Okay. For some of you, this can also be a type of next level shit. If this is next level shit, like you go from dating to courting to making it official, right? We together. Then they say it's marriage and consummation. That's kind of like that's the threshold. Like maybe you about to graduate. Well, graduate. Yeah, this could be those who think about graduation. I'm also seeing time to nod. Some type of celebration or invite is here based on this King of Swords. And the King of Swords is a thinker. That's keen perception, can see into things. Razor sharp vision in terms of intuiting things, or Like he can connect the dots very well. You know, he this figure can listens well, and can really connect the thoughts. It's not even necessarily intuition. I'm trying to think of the word that they call that. And it's insight, keen perception. You can see the truth in it, like keen perception and what's presented. You can perceive something. Some of you, this is investigations. You looked into stuff, or an investigator. Okay? Because we do have the neighborhood here. Some stuff gets cleared up. Maybe based on an investigation. Okay? Based on investigative reports. Okay? It's different from an invite. I don't know if you invited somebody in your house or what. You know, you had to do some investigation. Because if this is a couple, I don't know, somebody been cheating here or something. I don't know. Let's see why. You inviting somebody, or you getting an invitation, or you sending out invitations and invites based on this research or investigation, based on this advisor or mentor. But this is a teacher. He's more like I liken the King of Swords to like a speaker kind of teacher. Like you go to lectures and things like that. Maybe you heard a lecture at a university, and it's going to clear some things up. This person speaks well, and they know how to transform your mind and get you to look at things from a different perspective. It's based on a different perspective. That's why things are getting cleared up. Okay? And you're able to see into this. You can perceive how to clear it up. Like, no, because the King of Swords know all the right things to say. Okay? All the right things. What can you expect? There it is. Now, this is the intuitive one. Okay? And maybe this week you are using intuition, but or this is someone outside of you who has intuition. You're able to see into what they're saying. You're able to get total clearance. See totally what is going on based on this revealer. Now, this could be you or someone outside of you. Okay? Some of you are going to be private, stemming from this Four of Wands. And I don't know, this Four of Wands could be anything. It can even be a church. Honestly, it can. Anywhere there's food and beverages, okay? Anywhere there is food and beverages. I'm the first to say that. I'm hearing other readers. Man, when I tell you I get robbed, I gotta learn how to deal with that. But I'm still wrestling with it. I'm sorry. I'm trying. The Prince of Pentacles is the reason. This is somebody who works for theirs. This is responsible energy. And I'm also here, it's the reason because you're trying to stretch. I don't know if you're trying to stretch your finances, because see, this week you late. So you're trying to, because this is the Pentacle. This is the hard worker who doesn't make much, but is dependable and reliable. And you're trying to stretch it out, trying to stretch your ends, your money, your ends. Whatever it is that you're purchasing, you're trying to stretch it out. You're trying to make it last. And maybe that's the reason for some of y'all inviting somebody over that you need to talk to, or going somewhere to talk to somebody. Okay? Because you need to stretch something out. This could be, you need to stretch your money. You need to stretch those papers. You need more time on your paper if you're a student. It's going to be late. And some of you, you need clearance on that. You need clearance on this, okay? You need clearance on that. So somebody, I can see somebody has an interest in a teacher. That's why the Lover's card is up. There it is. Did you hear that? That was confirmation again. And the outcome is you burying your head in the sand. You know, you got to do the work. You know, you can start building, okay? Because everything is cleared up. Okay, you can move on. And this may be an actual physical move. If this is not you, it's somebody. Move it on. Okay? And it may come out of this. Somebody's moving on out of this neighborhood. Okay? And this is a happy move. Thank you. It ain't what I want to do. I don't feel like doing all this shit. No, nobody want to be lifting up furniture and rolling up carpets and stuff. But the blessings. I get the new crib. You know what I'm saying? I get the new office. Whatever it is that you get new. That you want to give a try. Look who's underneath that. The emperor, the establisher. So some of you this is an establishment. You're trying to establish something, trying to make something solid. You want this to be forever. Okay? I don't know if it's a house. I don't know if it's a business. But it's something. Okay? What's the conflict this week? The moon. Some of you, you're not going to be able to really, the conflict is you're going to be in your head, you're going to be thinking really the rest based on what's been said to you or what you're thinking, what you're trying to perceive, okay? Because this is trying to clear things up. This is, you see, the moon can deal with confusion, trying to get an answer, trying to get that answer, trying to see into something. It was kind of stressful, stress. So sleep is going to be the problem based on what you found, based on this investigation. Some of you. So some of you may have gotten a private investigator like those cheaters or whatever. And now the conflict is you worried about it. But that's okay. It's going to get cleared up. Or you getting some clearance from this investigator. Then the conflict is, you know, what you're going to be worried, trying to figure it out, what you're going to do, because somebody's leaving. They're getting their shit and going. Okay. And what's going to help you is the death card. Okay. There's something that has to be, you have to put a stop to something, or something that you have to do that you don't necessarily want to do to get to the other side. Like you may have to have this conversation. Okay. You may have to have, because this is also having a conversation. Okay? Filling somebody in on what you want to do. This is trying to putting it out there for a resolution or for, because you're looking for something to be successful here. Okay? So you're looking for a positive outcome. All right? So, approaching it, really, some of you, you may see this person as powerful, very strong figure, you know, in the community or in the family, or I don't know. But to approach that person, it's kind of conflicting for you internally. It may not be as easy. I'm seeing for some of you, it's a gift. The conflict is a gift, or there's a gift in it. You know, but you can't get to this without approaching this person or this figure, this strong figure. You see that king? That's a strong figure. Okay? You got to do it. You got to face that. You got to be willing to have this talk. Let's see what your oracle message is. I'm sorry I sound so dry this week, y'all. Then maybe again, I don't need to feel sorry. I just lost my mom. I apologize Sure, we all have had some kind of loss, you know. So I'm gonna have loss back after back after back. So I pray this is my break. I lost my sweetie pie. Oh, these ugly shoe pumas. I'm hearing a cougar. Is that the problem? A cougar? It's funny. I'm seeing high risk, and it's saying high risk. She's pointing that out. So it's like maybe this is how you feeling, but if you go to the right, you may feel like it's a risk. If you go to the left, you may feel like you have to quarrel. You may have to argue. You're not sure. It's like you want to, but you're not clear. Okay. So some of you, this is dealing with an older woman. Some of you dealing with the older woman. This what you got the investigation on, the older woman, the cougar. All right. But I see that you probably gonna take the leap. You're gonna take that leap. You're gonna have to. Death card is here. If you want to clear it up, if you want to fix it, if you want to get on the other side of this, you know, sometimes that's all you need is clear answers to move on. And then some of you, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be moving on. I'm moving on, moving on, moving on. Was that the way it went? Okay, yep, the Page of Swords. Waiting for information, waiting to see what you can find, being on the lookout, watching, gathering information to submit. This is go run, tell that. Okay? This is spying at its finest. And it's also like when you have the Page of Swords, it can also be like spying, like looking out. You know how people check on you in different ways, like they may check your social media accounts. You may not know it, but they spying on you. They're looking out, trying to see, you know, which way to go. So they may be watching you online. Okay, need to know which way to go, because I really feel like this is how you feeling. Okay, because you have the Moon card here. Okay, if I go to the right, it might be, you know, trouble, high risk, maybe too risk. If I go to the left, it may be a quarrel, an argument. We do have it here, but you promised some clear. You got to face it. If you want to clear it up, you've got to do it. Okay? Nobody owes you anything. That's what she told me to say. I don't know where that came from. Okay? But let's see what your totem is for this week. Centaurs, men child. What is the totem for the week? Don't forget to watch your Leo. And there it is. The lion. So watch it. You know what it's all about. And on that note, I'll leave it here. Sagittarius, Centaurs, man-child. Till next week, remember to walk by faith and by sight. Hopefully, I will be back. I will be laying my mom to rest this week. Peace and one love.